Hello there, good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So it's been a while since I did an update of what was growing in my grow tent. It's looking a little bit sparse at the moment, not much happening, just a singular guava plant here. There used to be in that corner the cardamom plant, which grew very big, outgrew the space in here, so it's now in the living room and it's doing fine there. In here I've got some seedlings. These are papaya seeds, Formosa, the giant papaya. I recently bought an actual Formosa or Tainung papaya plant, and that's outside, and I've already featured that. And I got the fruit around about the same time, and the fruit, these are the seedlings from that. These sprouted about 2 weeks after I planted them, and I've actually planted a couple in the Formosa or Tainung papaya plant pot outside, and two have popped up in the pot, so around about the same time as these developed. So maybe it's a time thing, not necessarily the environment, because it's warmer in here and it's lighter. Keeping on top of the watering. They're not very forgiving papaya plants, and they will, shrivel up and die very quickly. So every day I have to check on these just to check that there's no sign of wilting. They can just get this fusarium wilt, and they will start to rot from the base, from the root level. So I've got to keep an eye on that. Hopefully I can get one or two to survive, so I have more than one Formosa or Tainung papaya plant. So there they are, looking good. Early stages though. And at the back there, this is the pink guava. Had a number of pink guava plants. I sold a couple, and the two, well, I've only got the one now. I kept two, and this is the only one remaining. So I've kept this in the grow tent because they were in the living room, and the one that was in the living room, it started to shrivel up and it didn't recover. So this one stayed here, and it did have some dieback. I only had that stem, and this growth here has happened in the last couple of months. So this is a lot greener. You can see the stem there in comparison to that stem that's sort of browner in colour. So that's the pink guava. And then here I will do a separate video on that if there are any developments. But gosh, about 8 weeks ago, seven weeks ago, I got some stems, purple guava stems, sent by a lady in Spain. She's got her own purple guava tree, and she's very kindly sent me some cuttings. Now I did try to attempt to root them in water, and for several weeks they were in water, and then just recently, about a week ago, checking on them, and all the stems had died. They were black basically and very brittle, except for one, and that one's in there. So I transferred it into compost, and it's got little tiny leaves on it. Still, early days. It could go either way. It could shrivel up and die. That's what guavas are, very sort of temperamental, I find. So yeah, I'll do an update if there are any developments on this purple guava here. And yesterday I did a video on tasting two Bangladeshi mangoes. One was the Katimon and the other was the Barry 4. Two varieties that I'd never heard of. Well, Barry 4, I had read about Barry 4 and I'd seen saplings in Bangladesh, but the Katimon I'd never heard of. So I decided to buy them, and had a couple of the fruits already, and these are the seeds. So the one, let me just pick that one up. That green one there is the Barry 4 mango. I don't know if this is a poly or monoembryonic. It's got the shoots ready there. It's got the taproot developed. So literally these have just come out of the fruit yesterday. And it could be that it's just got the one stem, and these, let's just get in a bit close, these little leaves shoots there are all attached to that one stem, but it's shut tight like a clam. So unless I prise that open, which will break this seed cover, now I don't really want to do that, so leave it in the water and let's see what happens, if whether it's a singular shoot or there are multiples. I don't know an awful lot about the Barry 4. So pop that back in there. And this is the Catimon, and this is clearly polyembryonic. As you can see, all these segments there. Not to say that all of those will develop, because the one that I've got, the mango upstairs, the Malaysian one, that's a poly, but it's only got one surviving shoot. The little shoots at the bottom, about 4 or 5, all died off. So hopefully one at least will survive and get a decent plant out of it. I'm never very good at keeping them alive though, but you know, there's space now in the grow tent to have them individually potted up if they do develop. And then last but not least, this is the Fuslie mango seed. So it's a slightly bigger than the other two there, and it too has already developed a root while still inside the mango. So that root, this has just come out today, so fresh out of the box or fresh out of the fruit, and the seed cover is tightly shut there. Just the beginnings, signs that it may be opening. So leave them in water, keep them keep on top of the water, and let's see what happens. So if anyone else is growing here in the UK, or you're growing indoors, any of these plants that I've just shown you, please add your comments in the comment box below, and any advice is welcomed. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.